Hey, welcome back to Jeff Outdoors. So, what if Canada became part of the United States? Are we ready to add that volume of people just like that? Well, they already have a place to live. I live essentially on the Canadian border here in Ohio. But some interesting facts about Canada is their population, according to their land size and everything, is very small. And most Canadians live within 100 or 200 miles of the U.S. border. So if you go to your Google Maps and just expand on North America for just a second, you'll see this vast landmass that is Canada, which most of it is not inhabited. All the Canadians are huddled along the border with us here in the United States. And a lot of people go back and forth. Just like in another one of my videos, I mentioned going to Canada my whole life. Ontario is right across the other side of the lake. You just go up through Detroit and go over to Windsor. And we have family up there, so we've been up there many times. We drove the 401 from Toronto, or from Cornwall, up on the Quebec border, upper state New York, Cornwall, take the 401 down Toronto, come around Niagara Falls, and then come down through New York, Pennsylvania, and back into Ohio to come home. So we've done that before. And so you have Canadians living within 100 miles of the border already, and the United States pays so much money per year to essentially protect Canada. So they're already utilizing our military essentially, and we've had all these trade impacts. We had NAFTA, which was horrible, just absolutely horrible. But the more and more you think about it, and to be quite honest, I've living next door to Canada my whole life. I've always thought about, like, it would be so awesome if Canada was just part of the United States and we could just, we don't need to have an ID or a passport. We can come and go. If I wanted to go up to Algonquin National Park and go canoeing for a week, I'd just go up there. There's no immigration service. I mean, that would be fantastic. Canada is a beautiful country, and I gotta say, I'm all for welcoming Canadians to the United States, if they would like to become one of us, to become part of the faction here that is freedom and the Second Amendment and all these great things. Now, not everything's perfect. Not every country in the world has everything perfect. The United States is not perfect. We got a lot of problems here. But yeah, I mean, just get out your map and kind of look at it for a little while, and you'll see. I mean, you look up around Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, all relatively close. There's ferries that go from Maine to Nova Scotia, and it makes a lot of sense. So what would be the economic impact of Canada joining the United States? There's the revenue. Okay, so like, taxes. So you implement a tax system to incorporate that system into our system. Now you'd have to maybe look at it regionally. Population centers in Ontario and out in British Columbia, Montreal, those are the higher populated areas. So you got 1, 2, 3. Look at Calgary, Edmonton area, 1, 2, 3, 4. You've essentially got 4 major areas in all of Canada that are densely populated. Saskatchewan, Manitoba, areas of Alberta, Newfoundland. I mean, there's just the population. There's hardly any population at all to even think about, especially Yukon Territory and the Northern Territories. You have Inuit populations, First Nations populations, but you'd have to devise something maybe regionally to incorporate them into the United States structure of taxes and whatnot. Just a thought. Just a thought. It's way more involved than my couple-minute video here. But food for thought. And I don't know. United States of North America. See you next video.